Joe Biden will make his fourth stop to the Badger State next week. He plans to come on Wednesday, May 8th. He will then head to Chicago. This comes just about a week after former President Donald Trump made a stop in Waukesha. We'll continue to keep you updated from the News Now desk.